Yo, what is up guys? Velocer here. We got a quick tutorial today on how to record cinematics in Call of Duty with no theater mode, and you don't need friends for this. You're going to need a second account and you're going to need a second controller. First, sign in with your second account. Next, go to a private match. Then, go to Game Setup and select the map you want to use. Then, go to the Custom Rules and set the time limit for as long as possible. I also like to decrease the match start time. And for this method to work, go ahead and set Hardcore mode to on. So this will remove all the HUD. After that, go ahead and start the match. Now for the loadouts. With player 1, select the loadout you want to have recorded. And with player 2, try to choose a very small weapon. Something like a handgun or this little SMG will work nice. Then move player 2 to a spot on the map where you want to record. So I'm going to set up in this hallway here. I'm going to position it so that my lower left corner of the screen is actually going to be unobscured by my weapon. Then we're going to take player 1 over to that same spot on the map. Great, now our guys can see each other, and we can actually go in and change the field of view. So if I lower the field of view down to a 60, you're going to see that it's a lot more zoomed in. And this can help to get more detail in your shot. And conversely, if we actually increase our field of view, we're going to get this fisheye effect, but we can see a lot more of the map. For my shot, I'm going to go change this to an 85. From there, it's really just your creativity. You can position player 1 however you want. You could have them reload, you can fire your weapon, you can have them walk. Just make sure that you record it. Now I have my recorded clip here in After Effects. So I have a composition with just that footage. I'm going to scrub across my timeline and find the exact points that I want to use. So I'm going to set a couple in and out markers. Then we can right click on that and trim comp to work area. Then we can come up to this tool here called Region of Interest. With this tool, I can drag across a section of my screen that I want to keep. And this is effectively how we're going to crop this footage. So make sure all of that looks good to you, and then come up to Composition and crop comp to Region of Interest. Now our composition has been resized. If we change our preview resolution to full, it might not look so bad right now because we're working in a smaller window. But if we add this footage to another part of our project that's using a larger resolution, we're going to have to scale this up, and it's going to start to look really bad. So one of the ways we're going to address that is by using an AI upscale tool, and I'll show you that in the next steps. Once you've exported that composition in After Effects, we're going to come in our web browser and go to CapCut. You're going to need an account here, but it's free to use, and they have a lot of interesting tools that you can also use for other parts of your edits. We're going to use this Video Upscale AI. Drag and drop your footage into the window to upload it, and you're going to see an option to do a 2x upscale, and give it a second to complete. Once it's completed, you can actually hit this toggle here to compare it with your original. It's a lot sharper now, and it did some denoising, so there's a little bit more smoothness in some areas, but it looks pretty clean. So this is going to be good for us now to actually use this in our larger scale resolutions in our project. Back inside of After Effects, we can now see this is a much larger resolution, so we're going to need to change our composition settings. I'm going to change mine to 1920 by 1080, and then I'm going to disable this one from our view. One last thing we can do to make sure this fits our comp is we can add the detail preserving upscale effect and just upscale it a little bit, and then we can position it a little bit as needed. And there you go, guys. We did it all ourselves. We didn't have to invite our friend or have theater mode. So have fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy this method. Hit like and subscribe if you guys want to see more tutorials like this.